You ready? Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo buddhaya, namo dhammaya, namo sanghaya. Good morning to everyone on the east side of the world: Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Laos, Myanmar, Korea. Good, good evening and into what is this? Good afternoon into the evening here in the United States. Today is Saturday, and I have some local students that came down to see me from the OSMAR, and I just wanted to capture this moment in time to introduce to all of you Sam, who's new. Sam is Korean, and then we have Eric here, who is Japanese. Half white, half Japanese. And so Eric is training in career development, um, jobs, leadership, all of the stuff in business management. And Sam just recently got into the curiosity of meditation. So we sat in the car today and hung out. And before that, we went out to eat breakfast. And I took my phone and I recorded Sam talk about his childhood and his journey. What the public see is, and what the public hear is raw, unedited, the true nature of the Gen Zs.
I didn't even know he was filming.
This call,
I didn't even know that you were filming when we were at breakfast.
This call may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance.
Oh my god!
You have 30 days to appeal.
Oh no, you can use it.
Oh, it's too late now. The whole world has already seen it.
That was live.
It's already out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I do it all the time. Let the F-bombs come out. So out of all the monks in the world, right, I'm the only one that does what I do. I even drop the F-bombs when I'm doing counseling, just because, I don't know, when other monks do what they do, they have their own way of doing what they do. But I do what I do, which is to keep it real to the people. And it seems like it's working out, because every month I get like 500 more people every month. Now it's at 18,000 on YouTube. You know,
18,000.
Yeah,
That's pretty big.
Yeah. It's like, getting followers on YouTube is like extracting water out of a rock, right? And then Instagram requires you to, if you want more followers, you got to pay, so we boost you and all this other crap.
Yeah.
So at the current time, this is what we call a digital Sangha. Sangha means community of, well, that's your community. This our community right here. Something that I have not gotten a chance to emphasize, just because I've been so busy with my projects. But it is a community where you belong. Come as you are, and we will meet you where you are in life. And say, I think so. So Sam shared his story. Me and Eric are new to Sam, so we were just sitting there scratching our heads, like, what is he all about?
Yeah.
And it has been well adjudicated so far, and this is subject to change, that he's really intelligent. Matter of fact, what you were telling him was dead on point in regards to careers and jobs and how to, expand and be successful and who to hang out. And one of the things that you said to him was, number one in life is to choose someone who is higher than you, or at least equal to you or higher than you.
Yeah.
And higher than, I was sitting there just listening.
Yeah, taking it all in.
The Buddha that I am, just sitting there listening to see if this man give wise counsel, and he did, and everything was found to be true and correct. So all that time that you have spent researching on your own, you did a good job. You passed the test.
Oh, it wasn't just researching; it was trial and error and failing and learning it the hard way. I mean, but failure is not a bad thing. It just depends on how you perceive it.
And then there was a lot of truth to what he said.
Yeah.
He was spitting out facts, folks, facts. It's impressive, and it's what's needed to inspire your generation, the Zoomers out there. You understand, there's a lot of kids that's lazy, smoke weed, play games all day, have nothing to look forward to, suicidal, homicidal. It's bad the way how things are turning. and Valentine's Day is coming up, and guess what? Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty for a lot of men actually. So you guys are young men, and young men should really hold each other to a high standards and be there for one another and to encourage one another what to do in life, who to turn to. Um, and I think you have that. So I wanted to make this video. Why? Because, and as you will show up tomorrow, Sunday service, is that I think that you have a gift. You have a very unique gift at a very young age. Because when I was your age, you're 20 this year.
22 this year. At the end of this year.
When I was 22, I was dumber than a box of rocks. I was dumb, and all I cared about was girls and females and my motorcycle. Right. It wasn't until 23 where I realized, okay, I'm failing in my relationships. Maybe I should do something different. And I opened up that CBT book.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, maybe I'm not good at love. Maybe I should study it. Then I went to college at 23. So it's impressive. Anytime last night I spoke to some 20-year-old from Jamaica, and his spiritual height that he had attained, it's like up here. And I'm like, do you know what I was doing when I was 20 years old? I was running away from the police. And then he's talking about manifestation, the third eye, like all these spiritual things that young people are getting into. And you obviously put emphasis and focus on it, which is impressive because now you're now closer to enlightenment than you think. We may need to make some adjustments in your life. A little bit less of this, a little bit less this, the middle way, the balance, which you spoke about. Is that the TV?
It's just a TV talking.
Do not interrupt the Buddha. Can't see you. Oh, y'all can see me just fine because I can see myself. So, it just means that we have a good group here going on, and pretty soon, as I prepare to travel, hopefully, Sam, you learn what needs to be learned at a very fast pace. You said, I asked you, why do you want to learn meditation? And you said, well, there's a lot of things to learn out there. And yeah, definitely. So I want y'all to think about this. I'm 35. Today we hung out. And you see that I don't want to be 35.
Okay.
I don't want to be 35. When I'm out
That's a
hanging.
number.
Yeah, I just want to be. I just want to be 18 again, forever 21. I don't want to. This is a big responsibility. The fact that I'm saving the world.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as you walked into this door and you heard me counseling,
Mm-hmm.
all sorts of ages, right? People crying, people just hitting rock bottom and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
rock bottom can be a very good place.
yeah, but
Because- go ahead.
so y'all bear with me, just because we played sports today, extreme sports today. We won't tell you all what we were playing, but it was extreme sports, so we're a little tired. But we sweat, and we got our cardio, right?
Yeah.
And your legs are now jello.
Yeah. Yep.
The sports that we play, no one would ever understand. Only FBI agents understand.
Yeah, police, military. Yeah.
SWAT, would understand. Everybody else are like, huh? Like what? But we thought you were meditating. I do. I also need to get my cardio. So, anyways, so you all see that I'm 35, and I when I don't have to be a venerable, I don't be venerable. I just want to be me and have fun, right? One must ask, why the hell is he still in monk robes, and why the hell he's still doing the things that he's doing? For two reasons. Number one, I found my path to peace when I need to be at peace. No matter who you lay with, who you sleep with, whoever you spend time with, alone at night, wherever, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you're always going to be alone with your thoughts.
Oh yeah.
The demons and the depression and the anxiety that creeps up on you. So I was determined, we ain't gonna do that no more. I need to fix this up here quickly so that I'm sane and I can carry out my duties as the interpreter, as a counselor, so on. And the second thing is that once you have found this gift and you give it back to the world, it is one of the most timeless gift. It was one of the most valuable thing that you can do. Now, earlier today, there was a car that was disabled, and you see Sam reaching out. And what do you say to the people?
I just made sure they didn't need any help.
Because you want to help people.
Yeah, because I've been in positions where, similar positions where nobody helps. So, I mean, one person, two people can make a difference. And, a bad situation can turn a little bit good.
So the Buddha said that one of the greatest gifts you can give anyone is the teachings of the Buddha. And hopefully something that you will be determined to acquire and master in this lifetime, because it will serve you well in business, in school, in love, in any relationship, anything that you do. We assert the school of Buddhism that Buddhism is the most comprehensive and effective educational system the world has ever seen. Now, if you were bad at the saving money, well, the Buddha has a discourse on that. If you wanted to love, he has a discourse on that. You wanted to have a wife, well, he will tell you how you should treat your wife, to keep them happy, since Valentine's Day is coming up. So literally, in Christianity, there's one Bible. We have 45 Bibles. We have 84,000 teachings. Again, very comprehensive when you look at it in depth. So it's tonight's talk not only to introduce to the whole world who you are and how you're going to be hopefully assisting me down the future and reap the rewards of how does it feel to have changed lives based on what you have said to the people? How does it feel to go to sleep knowing that people out there are going to be inspired by you and the stories you're going to share?
I mean, to speak a little bit on that, I mean, I've helped, or I believe I like to think that I helped, a number of people throughout my life that have come to me and needed help or been broken. And, I mean, I don't really do it for anything besides the fact that the feeling that you get when you genuinely help somebody else, you're not asking for anything in return. You're just there to listen, help, talk, give them empathy, whatever it is. I mean, it puts you at peace knowing that you help somebody else find their peace in the moment.
Somewhere down in your life, you may attack yourself naturally. What have I done for humanity? Am I useful or am I useless? That little negative self-talk in your mind.
That was about 6 years ago.
Yep. And so my job is to empower young people, increase student resiliency, and to keep you all from falling into the trap of your own psychological demons, also known as Mara in Buddhism. And so my hope is that you would stay with it as you experience meditation tomorrow, the cognitive behavioral therapy program. As this year, my agenda is to travel often. And if I have to travel often, and if I say, hey, anyone who needs counseling, need to reach out, someone to talk to, this is the guy that's going to listen to you, and he's in training, or so on and so on. And you guys take on these tasks. It's one of the most rewarding but challenging tasks ever, because it will help you how to communicate with other humans, deep listening through their story and guide them through life, because they're lost, the broken and lost.
And the thing about listening to is that people need to keep in mind that a lot of people listen to generate the response, not listen to hear and understand you. There's a big difference. Most people that you chat with, on an everyday basis, they're going to be listening and thinking about what they want to respond with, not listening and thinking and understanding what you're actually saying and telling them. And that's a lot of people don't know that. I found out.
That is the art of keeping the girl that you want in your life.
Yeah.
The art of deep listening skills. Deep listening skills been around for thousands, God knows when, how long, but it's very, you know what I mean? And you know what? You young people want to be in love, want to love and want to be in love. And you these things help you to master the art of communication, master the art of human relationship, to be seen, to see other people, to respect them, and to be respected. Those are three things that we human typically need in our society: is to be heard, to be seen, and of course to be respected. So there's going to be a good, nice, wonderful agenda for all of you young people ahead in the days ahead. But I just want you all to look forward to it, in sharing your stories, your struggles, your joy, your happiness, your sorrows, and the whole world can't wait to hear it because you all hold this treasure of growing up. The trials and errors in your life are treasures. Like TikTok's over there. 1.3 million people can access this, and they can't wait to be like, "Whoa, what's going on in your life?" And someone said earlier, Sam, actually, when I recorded you early at the restaurant, they said, "Wow, this helped me, and I was able to relate to it." So, as time goes by, thousands of people are going to hear it because every family is different, and they're waiting to find a story that they can relate to, so that they realize, wow, if he made it out, I can also make it out.
Yeah, I mean, not even just every family, every person in general, every single person that's alive, nobody's the same. How they handle things aren't the same. How they deal with things aren't the same. How they perceive things aren't the same. And you don't know how somebody might perceive something, see something, take something, and you don't know what's going on in their life. So, I mean, sometimes just a little kindness can go a long way.
So, yeah, it's just it's a beautiful thing to study. And then once you've mastered meditation and you've mastered yourself, you don't really have to chase after the external world for happiness. You realize, hopefully you come to the realization fully that true inner peace, true inner liberation, and true inner happiness lies like literally right here. Nirvana is literally right here. You can access nirvana at any point in time, like that. And then earlier in the restaurant, you spoke about how money is not real. Again, your intellectuality, the height of your intellectual mind is extremely well accomplished. And
I mean, I've always been a very curious person, even since I've had a memory. I mean, my dad used to be a truck driver. I mean, he still does drive trucks, but he would go cross country. He would go to truck stops and get model semis. And the first thing that he would do when I'd get them is I'd get tools and I'd get all these Tupperware. I'd label everything, and I'm like maybe 3 or 4 years old, and I'd take the whole entire truck apart, every single piece, but I'd put it each in its respected bin. I never could quite get back together, but I've always wanted to know how things. I've always wanted to know how things work, like because you look at something and it's like. I get very interested looking at something, how it's working, just how it is. And it's like, what makes it work? You want to, I've always wanted to debunk stuff and get the information and learn about everything that I could.
Oh, good. Now you get to debunk 84,000 teachings. And the nuts and bolts and screws. So anyways, it's getting a little bit later. And also I wanted to cut these guys loose so they can relax. Because right now they're like, oh my God, the camera is on us. But they're being them, they're very relaxed right now. But I just want to be considerate because he has to wake up early. Both of these guys have to wake up early from North County to come down to see me. I just want to also emphasize the donors who have been helping out with the donations and where it's going. When I said that it goes to local students, these are the sample students. The sample students are also featured on my TikToks. And the donations comes funding, our journey when we out and about studying, out and about going to parks, out and about, when we have to go stop by and eat and put gasoline in the car. The day-to-day operations was funded by the people so that you both have a chance to learn with me and to the exchange of information necessary and then to present that back to the people. And that's how we inspire the science of inspiring your generation, your group. But more on that. But anyways, all these folks here have been helping out with the T-shirt program. As you recognize their faces from the T-shirt program, and all of you have been doing a wonderful job. Keep continuing to support our program so that we save as many young people out there as we can. It's working. And I look forward to traveling to see all of you. There's a lot of announcement to be made in the forthcoming days. But at this time, I'd like to conclude my talk with all of you. And tomorrow is Sunday, 9 a.m., Sunday service. I think all of y'all get a kick out of Sunday service just because it gets real and it's helpful. And everyone's all eyes and ears. People go to church on Sundays. And for many of you Buddhists, you all are like, well, you know what? We got this digital monastery that he's got. And we can't wait for him to hold the microphone. So tomorrow, hopefully, Sam can share a few stories with us. And as I represent Buddhism to people who are new to Buddhism, what needs to be known, what needs to be studied, practice what needs to be practiced, and do what needs to be done so we don't waste time in life. So I can't wait for these guys to graduate the program and go forth and inspire. I truly believe every single individual, no matter how young they are, they have the capacity now with the power of the internet, power of social media in their phone to inspire just by a couple of words. Those words can be comforting, effective, and life-saving versus a bunch of hollow words that means nothing. And so again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, and we will reconvene tomorrow at 9 a.m. Say bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Was falling asleep over here.
No, we're good.
You hit.
Just listening.
Eric, you want to hit end on those?